Don't be discreet, be elite. This is the Diadora Speed B.Elite Star. The Diadora B.Elite Star is made in Italy and features premium leather overlays on the logo, eye stay, and heel tab. The cushioning underfoot feels extra plush and responsive, powered by Diadora's ANIMA technology, while the upper material delivers added comfort and support with a combination of mesh and soft TPU to protect from dragging. To help with lateral stability, Diadora infuses a CCB stabilizer that adds support under the arches and keeps the shoe nice and light. Duratech 5000 rubber compound is used on the outsole for increased wear resistance and is formed into a multi-directional pattern for superb traction on a variety of court surfaces.
It did not take long at all for me to realize I really enjoyed this new Diadora B.Elite Star. Really enjoyed the comfort straight out of the box. It's a premium shoe, premium priced. There's a lot of quality, a lot of detail, and I generally don't use the word luxury in terms of a court shoe, but this shoe was definitely luxurious, all backed up by really good court performance. Now, traction was a little slick. I would say there was a little bit of a running shoe level of midsole cushioning, which was outstanding. However, for maybe some of the younger, more agile play testers, it was not supportive enough. Myself, I can't put the brakes on or accelerate out of turns the way I used to. It was very substantial in terms of both cushioning and support stability. Lengthwise, it was a pretty snug 11. I chose to stay with that size, and after a couple of miles walking the dog, the upper did stretch out and it actually just gave me a glove-like fit. Overall breathability was outstanding as well. You're never gonna question a shoe that barely weighs 13 ounces, but again, most of the time when I'm wearing a really light court shoe, I feel a little more beat up at the end of a long match or session. I felt a lot fresher. In addition, this is probably one of my favorite shoes to play padel in. Overall, just an outstanding play test shoe for me.
When it comes to my court shoes nowadays, comfort is one of the most important categories for me, and this one definitely has a ton of that. I really love the soft feel as soon as I put my foot in it. I noticed the uppers just really plush, really breathable, and then the little hints of the Italian leather on the shoe, just really, really comfortable like that. As far as the midsole goes, kind of like what Mark was mentioning, it is very plush, very soft. I really had no issue with that. I really do like a cushioned plush midsole. In terms of the support and stability, I would say it was slightly lacking for me in certain parts, and I think it was really just the lateral side of the upper. So anytime I was, doing a quick change of direction on the baseline, I would just want a little bit more reinforced material on the upper, something just a little firmer to keep my foot from moving on that lateral cut. But other than that, just the comfort was great, and I'm mostly playing doubles and dingles nowadays, and this shoe was very, very comfortable and functional for that. I will say that as far as the fit goes, I did go up a half size from my usual 9.5. And then for the eyelets, since the laces are so long, I actually used both of the upper eyelets. So that helped lock me in.
This was a really comfortable shoe. Took no break-in for me, slipped it on. I was ready to go to the court and sprint around in it on the very, very first wear. I did like the way the uppers cinched around my foot. You can get a really good cinch from that and really feel the material wrapping your foot. On the negative side, I would have liked more lateral support and stability in this shoe. I did find in the back of the shoe, the heel cushioning was just kind of collapsing a bit too much, a bit too soft right there. And I never went over in the shoe, but it was a bit too soft and giving for me. I like a little bit firmer ride, something that's going to really support the heel of my foot when I'm making those aggressive lateral cuts. But when I was up on my toes, I felt like I was moving about as fast as I can possibly move on a tennis court in this shoe. It's very light, it flexes and moves with your foot, so it's very natural from that heel strike all the way to toe off, good transition, and I felt like I was just spinning around the court, covering the court exceptionally well. Just would have liked a little bit more support on those aggressive stops. Comfort was dynamite, cushioning is very plush. As Booney mentioned, the fit out of the box is a little bit snug, but once you break them in, they open up and fit perfectly. So fun play test for me.
The B.Elite Star certainly makes a name for itself in terms of comfort right from the get-go. Lots of plush underfoot cushioning, But for me, that's really where this story kind of started and ended. I found a lot of issues with this shoe, particularly towards the back half. I didn't feel like my heel was super locked down, so I had to redo the lacing system to make use of those extra eyelets, which did help a little bit in terms of providing a little bit more security towards the back of the shoe. But I also had some issues with the traction, particularly on the heel. I found myself slipping as I was trying to recover and get back into a point. So if I got pulled out wide on either side, recovering from that deep slide or planting is just a little bit harder for me in this particular pair of shoes. I did appreciate the overall narrower toe box, so if you like that sort of cinching feeling around your toes in particular, and if you're very good about staying on the balls of your feet, I think this is a good option for that. But if you're somebody who gets forced onto the back foot like myself, it's going to be a little bit hard, I think, to utilize these to their fullest potential. But if you're standing on court for many hours a day, feeding balls, not doing anything super intensive movement-wise, I do think these are a great, plush, comfortable option on the whole.
That wraps up our shoe review of the Diadora Speed B.Elite Star. For more information on these shoes or anything tennis related, be sure to head to Tennis Warehouse, Tennis Warehouse Europe, or Tennis Only.